brutal, fuck subtle. Spitfire spotlight, step into the rumble.
This video is covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, etc.
I mean, to be fair, if like YouTube ain't gonna hurt if someone like me gets off the platform. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm not worried about covering a case. I'll always cover a case. This is America, and I have freedom of speech. And that's why I also say I personally don't agree with, and I know it's not going to be the popular opinion, whatever would have you. I don't agree with the whole thing with Ryan Upchurch and Kylie Rodney. I think that I have the right to not believe anything that someone says. I don't know how someone could take that right from me. Now, I am probably speaking ignorantly on this because I haven't followed all of that case, but I think it is your right to have opinions. You know what I mean? And if I have an opinion, it's just like Granny, right? People don't agree with Granny and Barbecue being thrown into litigation, but they do agree with Ryan Upchurch being thrown in litigation. And it's like, whoa. Are we doing that thing where we just don't like someone, so we have an issue there because we're kind of all behind Granny and Barbecue, but we're over here saying this is too much. And I disagree with that. I'm sorry. I think the minute that you start like whittling down someone's freedom of speech and their opinions and their right to have those opinions, it's becoming a dangerous place to be. And to be fair, I'm just going to say it how I feel. I don't see any YouTubers other than Ryan Upchurch that, probably had along the lines of the same opinions. I don't see them in the courtroom. And I also see another stark difference. One of them has money. So there's that. It ain't popular. It ain't going to be a popular opinion, but it is my opinion, which again, I'm allowed to have. First Amendment. Right. Do you guys realize how much I saw in court with Betty? Like it was the biggest reassurance, at least here, that your freedom of speech ain't something any straight arrow judge is ever going to dampen. Like he sat there and said, I can't keep her from talking. Her lawyer said, do I like what she says? No. Do I agree with what she says? No. Would I say what she says? No. But it is her words, her opinion, and that is protected. I mean, now what you can't do is get in your car and stalk people, right? She can't do that. You can't pose a physical threat to someone. And truth be told, had she sat herself in Florida and never ever traveled here, she would not have 4 ROs against her. Not one. No, you can't do that, which is interesting. And it's also going to lead us into another video I'm going to play after this one's over. But yeah, it's amazing that all of this energy is coming over here to try to keep people from having the ability to speak on this platform, while others just dismiss certain words from certain people. Thank you for the super chat. Can you explain the Upchurch case? Who is being sued? Ryan Upchurch is being sued. I don't know all the ins and outs of it. Something about him saying Kylie wasn't real. He didn't believe it. He didn't believe she existed, whatever. I mean, and again, I think that's his right to have. I mean, that opinion. It is. Does he sound like a crazy person? Absolutely. Like, who are the cops looking for? That's the thing that gets me with that whole situation. So you think the cops are not going to verify that this person actually exists and they're actually missing? Of course they are. However, is it his right to remain what people would consider a crazy person and not believe she's real? Yes, it is.
All right, that about covers it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Make sure to turn your bell notifications on. Until next time, be well.